Hey guys, it's Ayin. This is the first part of Season 2, Episode 4 of The Living World. Enjoy watching!
What desolate wastes these are.
Let me catch you up on what's happening. Queen Jenna can't attend the summit because someone has accused her of conspiring with Scarlet. The hearing is the same day. Someone's lying, and we have to figure out who. Soon as we know, we can confront that person and get them to recant their statement. We need to talk to everyone, find clues to the truth, and build evidence to defend the Queen. Once we discover who among them is the mastermind, we'll take action. But be careful. These people are suspicious and sensitive. Say something too blunt or off-putting, and they'll clam up. If we're obviously undermining their plans, they'll have us escorted out of the party, and it will all have been for nothing.
Introducing a hero who needs no introduction, the commander of the Pact, and accompanying the Casimir Meade.
Keep it together, Kaz. You can get through this. Be confident, like Jory.
Casimir, come over here. Don't look so glum. Care for an hors d'oeuvre? Hello, dear Casimir. Don't worry your little face over what the Herald's papers say. You'll always be noble in my eyes.
Countess Anise, that's direct and kind of you to say. I'm afraid I don't feel particularly noble.
Then we must do something about that. Nobility isn't in the blood, as so many believe. It's in your choices. Your return to grace is only a pardon away. If your talent for detecting lies is all you say it is, well, let's just say I'm confident we can convince the Queen your value overrides your father's misfortune.
I only hope to be of some small service, Countess. Oh dear. Okay. Let's start picking apart everything they say. One of these ministers is spreading lies about the Queen.
Don't misunderstand, Countess. I'm certainly grateful to you for purchasing my billet and putting me to work. I'm just not sure I understand the reasoning behind dragging me to this soiree of yours.
This early, thrown off the city walls immediately.
I sense a trendsetter.
Care for an hors d'oeuvre?
Oh, no. no. Avoid anything remotely equestrian. You don't want your guests to enter.
Stop
May I
right
fill your
there.
glass for you?
I don't care about your dog's new haircut.
This shrimp
I can take
bisque
that.
is fantastic. I need another bowl.
Oh, woo!
What? Minister Estelle is being pressured by Minister Marula to retire? Well, she would never. She's far too ambitious.
Melissa
Care for an
aid
hors
you.
d'oeuvre? I can take that. Thank you.
I've never met Minister Estelle. If she's been meeting with Caudicus, she may know something.
Ah, excuse me. More wine, please, waiter. Here, I can get you some more.
He was up ill all last night. I told him not to eat that
May I
fourth
take a
pie.
glass? If you're finished.
But I thought for certain it was Minister Wee who attended court the day Scarlet was there. Are you sure?
My time is precious.
Is that cat wearing spectacles?
Isn't that the cat from the Eastern Commons? The fancy one. Jaunty Snuffles or something? Oh, who put that hat on him? Adorable.
So good to see you.
I remember hearing afterward that Scarlet approached the Queen. No one paid any attention back then. Scarlet was a nobody until the Queen's Jubilee.
Oh, gods, how did that cat get in here? It's helped itself to the truffle steak.
Ooh, wherever did you get that charming brooch, dear?
Someone get rid of that filthy cat before the guests see it.
And then he asked me which pair I wanted, to suggest I couldn't afford both. Why, I should have slapped him on the spot.
I wish Ooze hadn't invited the ministers. They make me so uncomfortable. Especially Minister... Excuse me, are you eavesdropping? You want to talk to me.
How are we doing on the lotus fries? Please tell me we still have more. No one's touched the souffle.
Of course, Caudicus would be involved in anything that undermines the Queen. But he's not the one accusing her. We have to find that person.
Why aren't they eating the tarts? Oh, I knew those omnom berries were out of season.
Hors d'oeuvre.
You seem distracted, Countess. What are you looking for in this crowd? I could lend my eyes and ears to your search. If there's nothing...
May Cormir enlighten me.
Would you mind if I help myself to some of your refreshments? Am I really so dull? Well, here's something interesting. Would you like to know how long a severed head remains conscious?
May I fill your glass for you?
Not.
Do let me know if you need me to do more than make debutantes and fops.
I can take that. Thank you.
You've convinced me. It looks like Minister Estelle is the one spreading this horrible rumor. Let's keep at it. If we're going to confront her, we'll need serious evidence to back us up.
I know for a fact that the Queen had a private talk with Scarlet. How? Everyone is saying it's what must be true.
I can take that.
Good observation. I had a feeling she was lying. The Queen wouldn't hold a private meeting with just anyone, much less a Sylvari with no political connections. This woman will testify.
Care for an hors d'oeuvre? Hors d'oeuvre.
You seem distracted, Countess. What are you looking for in this crowd?
You must
I
be
could
mistaken.
lend my eyes
My
and
niece
ears to
knows a
your
guard
search.
who heard from a doorman that the Queen...
If there's nothing in
I
particular you
said
need
too
me
much.
to do, would you mind if I help myself to some
How
of
can
your
I help?
refreshments?
Dill.
Am I really so dull? Well, here's something interesting. Would you like to know how long a severed head remains conscious? I suppose not. Do let me know if you need me to do more than make debutantes and fops
Countess
uncomfortable.
Anise hardly ever lets the Queen out of her sight. She and the guard will corroborate the Queen's alibi.
Care for an hors d'oeuvre?
Is lying a prerequisite for being in the Ministry?
I can take that. Thank you.
I assure you that the chef responsible for
Did
this
you
will
need
be
something?
dealt with at once.
That's another witness who can help us prove the Queen's innocence. Nicely done. Looks like we've got everything we need. Time to expose Minister Estelle for the liar she is.
Gentlemen, please leave. I see you've been busy socializing with the guests.
I can take that. Thank you. Care for an hors d'oeuvre? I can take that. Thank you.
So perhaps I misspoke. Apologies. I shall revise my statement. Aren't you the nosy one? If you must know, I'll tell you what really happened. Skip the small talk.
I can take that. Thank you. Care for an hors d'oeuvre?
Oh, the audacity. Where are your manners?
Guards, please escort these scandal mongers to the gates.
Oh no. This isn't what was supposed to happen.
Tell me, have you tried our piccata? It's as
Stop.
if the Landru herself
Don't
could
approach
give us
her.
just a hint of
It's an
Bill.
illusion. I am elsewhere. Find me, and we shall talk. My apologies for the deception, but I must go to unconventional lengths to protect Kryta.
Countess, Minister Estelle is claiming that you were there at this secret meeting. She's implicating you.
Nonsense. I was at no such meeting. I did, however, receive a mysterious message signed only with the initial E. The note said that Estelle was in a bandit gambling parlor when she was supposedly spying on our queen. Reminding her of this will be enough to make her drop her lie, faster than Farron's dignity.
It may have taken me a while, Countess, but I finally realized my part in this direction. If you can
I can take that. Thank you.
You again? I hope you're not planning another interrogation. This is a party, if you haven't noticed. I'll have you know I'm very well connected, and
Your connections can't help with this. We know what you've been up to.
What do you mean?
We know you couldn't have witnessed this
Care for an
supposed
hors d'oeuvre?
meeting with Scarlet. We hear you were busy meeting with some lobbyists that day.
Lobbyist? What are you talking about?
So much for subtlety. You were busy gambling with some ruffians.
I can take that.
Keep your
Thank
voice
you.
down. That's a baseless accusation.
Is that so, Minister Estelle? Perhaps you and I should speak privately and sort this little mess out. Please follow my guards. I'll be with you shortly.
Countess Anise, thank you for inviting us to your party. It's been an entertaining and productive evening.
No one is more delighted by your presence than I. With all that socializing and skullduggery, you must be craving the longest of naps. Now that this messy affair is out of the way, I feel fairly certain Queen Jenna will attend your summit. I think Minister Estelle will soon see the value in cooperating with me, rather than rotting in prison for treason. I may have use for her. On a separate note, I do hope you will stay and join the Queen's entourage, Casimir.
You mean travel with the Queen to the summit? I'd be honored.
Yes, I think that's the right play. You will, of course, have time to relay the full details of your father's story at that time.
Oh, I don't think the Queen would be interested in...
Nonsense. Now go. Say pretty things to my guests and enjoy yourselves for the rest of the evening.
I can take that. Thank you.
Oh, what a pleasant surprise.